Hi there, this is Anna Prosser for Kingston HyperX here at MLG Providence 2011, the National Championship. We're taking a brief break for a bite to eat with EG.Axslav Ranish. Nick, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. This tournament didn't go quite as well as I wanted to, but I felt I didn't play particularly badly. I felt I did okay, so.
Can you give us a brief summary of kind of how this event in particular went for you?
Yeah, this was like a really competitive top foreigner tournament. Top tournament in a foreign area. There was a ton of Koreans here, so it's not really a foreigner tournament. But yeah, I actually had a really tough bracket. In round 3, I played Gosu Gator, who I consider to probably be one of the best or second best protesters in North America. And I had some good games with them. Game 1 was actually a really good game. I made a couple poor decisions and macro choices as far as what to aim for, and that cost me the first game. And then because of that, in the second game, I felt like cutting some corners to try to get an early lead because I felt he played a little stronger than me in the first game. And unfortunately, I got my Immortal before my Observer, and it caused me to lose to a DT rush. So the second game was a little disappointing on my end.
It sounds like you're a player that really analyzes his play, analyzes his opponent's play. Do you feel like you've changed a lot since maybe the first MLG you went to? Has there been some development?
Yeah, I definitely feel I improve a lot through my play because I'm one of those guys who every time I lose, I look for why I lost and I try to fix it, as opposed to just saying, oh, this game's stupid or, whatever, and this is just a coin flip. So I always try to, look at my play and see what I could have done differently that game to improve upon it for next game. And I've definitely improved a lot over the last couple months especially.
Well, this month is kind of, or December probably, is going to be kind of a down month where there's no big tournaments coming up for you. Is that right?
There's no super major events, but there is a LAN in California with like a $3,000 prize pool. So I'll be going to that on December 18th, I believe, and that should be pretty fun.
So are you going to get any break in between now and the next kind of big round of tournaments, or is it just go, go, go for you?
I am actually taking kind of a break. I'm taking about a week off to visit my family right now. I'm going to be spending 3 days in Boston with my aunt, and then another 3 days back in California with my parents. And then after the LAN in December, so then I'll be going back to practicing. But then after that LAN in December, I'll be probably taking about 2 weeks off for Christmas and New Year's, and just kind of laying back and relaxing.
I know that when you relax, you like to cook, and you're actually probably arguably the best cook at the EG lair. Can you tell us maybe the coolest thing that you have personally cooked?
The thing I've been most happy that I've cooked at the EG lair for sure has been the chili. I think everyone said that was done really well. So that is probably one of the top ones. They got all that. I think I got the spice and heat ratio pretty well done. And chili's one of those things where it's like super simple to make, but it's all about what flavors you add into it and how it turns out. I think I did that well.
Well, I have to add a little story here because I bought a vial of hot sauce for a practical joke because it was supposed to be like the hottest sauce that you could use, and I put it in the pantry, didn't think that anyone would use it, and Nick was like, oh, I found this great hot sauce, I put it in the chili, it's perfect. Come to find out he had put that hot sauce in the chili and thought it was the greatest thing ever. So Nick definitely has a tolerance for that. And it worked pretty well, huh?
Yeah, I think so. I think it wasn't even too hot, I don't think. Almost everyone at the house had some, and I think they all said it was pretty decent.
Well, let's go back to StarCraft for just a minute. Looking forward after this break, after the tournament season has kind of wrapped up, we're looking into the next year. What are your big plans for your personal training as well as just kind of moving forward into this next year of your career?
I definitely, my own training, I'm trying to just get my hours up. So over the last about a month, I've really cranked it up to about 9 or 10 hours a day. And so, of course, in December, like I said, I'm taking a couple weeks off here and there, but once I get back into it, I'm going to try to put in those same hours. I'm going to really try to improve the quality of my stream and try to get more viewers there. And that'll, when you get a lot of viewers, it kind of inspires you to train a little bit harder. And then also, my main goal is, so far I've done very well in all the North American events. So when there's a qualifier where it's only North Americans, I usually place in the top 1, 2, or 3. But as soon as it gets to the international level, I start running into a little bit of problems, and what I want to do is not just qualify for the international events. I want to try to place in the top 8, top 5, top 3 of one of those.
Your stream has been very successful. A lot of people have been showing a lot of interest in your commentating and watching your games. Can you tell us where we can find information about you? You've mentioned a Twitter, a Facebook, but most prominently your stream?
Definitely. Twitter I use a lot just to say when I'm streaming and things like that, but the stream is really, if you want to interact with me, the best place in my stream. I do as good a job I can with reading chat and responding. Of course, if there's too much chat going on, I can't always address every question, but I think I'm probably the most interactive streamer who's a competitive player, and that's definitely the best way to get in touch with me.
Great. Well, before we sign off and let you get a bite to eat, are there any shout-outs or thank yous you'd like to give?
Yeah, definitely give a thank you to all my teammates. Living in the house with them is great, and especially Machine in particular. He's kind of inspired me to try to get back into shape, do some running, things like that. And of course, all the house and teammates couldn't work without our great sponsors. Intel, SteelSeries, Monster Energy, Kingston, and Beyond Gaming.
Thanks so much. I'd also like to thank Kingston HyperX for bringing me to these events, allowing me to bring you this kind of content. And thanks to you, Nick, for sitting down with us.
Sure, thank you.